Hi, everyone. I wanted to come to you here. We're in the middle of our detox, and I just want to do a check-in here. And first of all, we're going to go to like, where are you at? You're on about day 14 or 15, maybe at this point when I'm recording this, but this video will be good for any time when we're sort of in the middle of the detox. So I want you to take and observe where you're at with your energies that are going on. So we all have all these in us, the Pitta, Vata, Kapha. As you're working through the detox, I want you to observe, take a moment, take a pause, and get to your back to center point and ask yourself this: Am I? We've got Pitta, Vata, and Kapha again. Let's look at this. Are you going too hard and too fast? That would be this Pitta piece. You can ask yourself, how's it feel right now? Am I going too hard and too fast? Could I soften and slow down? That would be the opposite. So pay attention to that, how you're doing here. If you're feeling a little bit of that, soften and slow. With Vata, are you too dispersing? Is there too much that you're taking in and you're feeling like you need to focus? Um, pare down what you're focusing on, and try to focus on fewer things. Focus on fewer things here. Is this you? And this is the way you would solve for this. Anxiety, anxiousness will be signs of that. Focus on fewer things, fewer choices, take some things out of what's going on. Or are you in this kapha stage where you're feeling stuck and you're not getting really anywhere? Um, take some more actions. So just ask yourself that. This is where you're at in detox. Do a little quick assessment. Okay. Next assessment. The five koshas, I want you to do a five kosha check-in here. We've got, again, to highlight here. We'll do it in orange so it can show up. Or we'll do it in purple so it can show up here. We've got the physical body. Where is your detox kind of ending up now that you're about halfway? We start with our intentions, and then things progress and surprises come into the world and things change. So are you still focusing more in the physical body, this Annamaya kosha? Are you more in the energetic body? The pranamaya kosha, that's the prana is the life force, the energy. So this can get into a little bit of like metaphysical kind of realm too, but just or it can be really grounded and like just where is my energy? Am I noticing my energy? Is this where I've been focusing a lot of my detox? Then we've got the mental emotional piece here. Is your detox becoming more about, or is your not even your detox, but like what's going on in your life? Um, is it showing up more in the emotional body, or is it showing up more in your energy, or is it showing up more in your physical body? All right. This is just again a check-in. If we're looking at the intuitive intellectual body, is this kind of where we're at a little more here? Let's see, I have my notes. I had some notes to share with you guys. Um, is it more, are you getting a little, this intuitive body is also the intellectual body. So are you intellectualizing things too much? Are you getting too deep in in the books, in the like what should be, what's supposed to be, what someone's saying I should be doing in detox? Or are you tapping into like really listening in to your body and what you need? This is outsourcing versus insourcing, is the way I see it. Outsourcing out of balance could be when you're like looking outside of yourself or out into the books and videos and information on the internet, and that, are you looking too much to that to give you answers for what you need? Or are you insourcing? Are you looking into your own self? And then finally, in again to this subtle body, this bliss body, the Anandamaya kosha, is it becoming more of a spiritual thing? Are you really finding more depth and more answer in prayer or in meditation? And just a little note here too. To center, we'll stay with, we'll go back to this. Notice this subtle to gross here. There's a range that we can look at when we're looking at the koshas. The gross is the physical, the matter, that's the physical body, like what's real. Are you more focused in that right now, like, how the body's feeling? Or are you going back up through the more subtle realm, the less obvious things, like where is your focus settling in your detox? All right, just a little check-in here again. The subtle potency detox is about life in real time. That's the way that Teresa Core, leads a detox. And so it's going to be a little different for everyone, but it is about life in real time. So we can look at what's going on, what is really happening in life, and how am I going to like intertwine my detox, let it be about what's really happening right now. All right. Ayurveda is a living wisdom. So that's exactly what's happening. It's about looking at life in the daily. What's happening in the daily life? All right. And what wisdom am I gaining? How am I recovering my innate body wisdom through this detox? And how am I getting in touch with what is happening in my life right in this moment, right in this day, right in this week, right in this 3 week time period? What's happening and what is needed? Um, for this reason, the detox is going to be different every time because I see it very much as a creative process. And so we're going to come to it every time that you do it with like a different experience. And so I want you to just continue to be open to that. Um, this is not a rote experience when you come to subtle potency. It's not about like these are the rules and this is what we're going to do every single time. It's really about building habits, building rhythm, and then seeing what comes out of it in each moment. All right, a little bit more on this. So we are building our skills in adaptability in doing the detox and seeing it as this creative process. We are expanding our resiliency in this process as well. So we can handle what's being thrown at us in real time. We also pulsate between structure and freedom. So if you came into this detox and you were sort of like looking for a one size fits all, like this is what we're going to do, I'm probably not the detox person for you. And that's fine if that's not good for you. But so what I'm going to try to teach you is the way that I lead a detox is very much in this pulsation between structure and freedom. So the structure comes into us from this time period. We take 3 weeks. We meet on regular meetings. We meet at regular times of the year, in the spring, in the fall, always linked up with whichever equinox we are at, the spring or the fall. That is the structure. And we come to it with this mindset that we're gonna learn through the habits, we're gonna learn through some general detox principles, but then you're gonna be thrown into this sort of freedom place to like really tap back into what's happening in real life, real time. How can I get creative in this living wisdom process? And what is needed from me? What you have the freedom to choose what is right for you, but we do it in this structured container. Okay. Once we pulsate between this structure and this freedom, and then we add in choice as this sort of third piece. We're kind of getting closer to what the doshas are, right? This like choice is pitta. It's like the action taking. The freedom is the vata, the creative process, and the structure is the kapha. It's the grounded place to be in. So we sprinkle in this choice piece. Once you've got this structure and this freedom base, sprinkle in choice. That's up to you, what you are going to do, what you are going to do with it. And then we observe the experience. So we're getting close to our third week where we really tap into the water element of reflection and looking back, what has happened. And we also look more inward during that week, like how am I feeling? What did I do? We also really cast aside judgment. We don't linger in, oh, I didn't get to do this. Oh, this didn't work out the way I wanted to. Oh, I didn't go deep enough. Oh, I wasn't present enough. None of that matters. With the subtle potency detox, we are really, really, really trying to ground ourselves in this idea, this principle, this concept that we do this not just one time and expect grand results. We do this as a lifestyle habit a couple times a year. And then once we get good at that and we get into that rhythm, we can tap into it anytime we need it at any other point in the year. So we've got like our system in place. We understand this structure, freedom, and choice collaboration piece. We understand this like innate, like listening, really insourcing to ourselves, not looking outside of ourselves and outsourcing, what is someone telling me I need to be doing? It's really about building this innate body wisdom and learning what you need for you in real time, in this moment, and building living wisdom from that. That is the core principles of Ayurveda. So I hope this just gives you a little bit of a check-in point for where you're at. Again, let go of judgment, be open to freedom, be open to choice, and then sit in the structure of the group of this container of time. All right, wishing you well. Have a wonderful day. And as soon as I hit the see that record button, we're going to stop here. Stop record.